How's it going, everyone? Dan here, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, I read in my Discord that apparently everyone should try this game. It's some weird, disturbing game going around on Steam right now, and apparently it's horror, psychological horror. I don't really know what's going on. It's October. I felt maybe that I should probably take a look at it since I haven't really done horror and I'm not really exposed to this. But anyway, there's this warning here. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. And I'm honestly a disturbed individual, so it happens. I'm fully aware of what I'm getting myself into. The reviews say otherwise, that literally you probably shouldn't do this if you're sensitive to some stuff, and I'm sensitive to some things. But anyway, it says individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Oh boy. All right, well, we in here now. But playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing. You know what? Go for it. Do your worst. Oh wow, this wasn't even a title screen, but whatever. Well, that warning's showing up a lot. Oh, I feel like I should be slightly concerned with how cutesy this game seems. Whatever. Let's go. I've committed. No turning back now. It's already downloaded. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Wait, why do you call her annoying then? Damn. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Alright. We used to walk to school together, and on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Yeah, my voices aren't going to be very good. Let's just put it that way right now. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Dan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Same like me, I didn't really join any clubs in high school. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh god. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. This character is surprisingly accurate. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Why is this so surprisingly accurate? Hold up. Your happiness is really important to me, Okay, I didn't have a friend that close that actually cared about me. And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What the fuck is a NEET? Do I need to? I'm not gonna look that up. Fuck it. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. We at least promise you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why'd I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. She seems very like the clingy type. I don't know how I feel him. I don't know what vibe I'm getting from Miss Sayori here. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, No what? Well, you can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Oh, I fucking hate literature. Anything that has to do with fucking like English classes, I was terrible at that in high school. But then you speak English. Shut up. You know nothing. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to plan all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Damn it, Sayori. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh, I would sell it for much less than that, to be honest, so don't worry, Story Dan. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Oh, that's sorry, this is me, that's narrating. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm not doing these voices, man. Sayori always welcomes, says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Dan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. What? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh, man. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Dan. Monica smiles sweetly and poses sideways and tries to show off her skirt. You know what? It's fine. No, everything's fine. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. This is so accurate. I would say these things. Like, literally, I say these things all the time. She's freaking awesome. She's out of my league. I would say that all the time. Jesus. I'm sorry for wiping my eyes, though. Like, I'm, like, tearing up from, like, being tired and also straining with the sunlight sometimes. Happens. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Dan. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Cupcakes! Cupcakes! So cute! Kawaii! Had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Did she poison this? No. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like really? We're going that situation now. We're going that way now. We're going freaking tsundere playing on. No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. Oh my, yep. Freaking tsundere quotes right here, man. Here we go. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Nothing. I don't want to be in literature club. Even if there was just... Even if it was purely girls and all 4 girls just so happened to kind of have a crush on me the moment I walked in the door, I don't think I would want to be in a club that I really had no interest in. I'm just saying. This is suspicious. I don't like it. I'm getting weird vibes. Yuri's awesome. She's got that shy type, and I'm kind of attracted to this shy type, not gonna lie. Anyway, getting sidetracked here. I'll give my comments on all the other girls later. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events, and I can understand that. I never really did understand the whole blah blah blah, this is better. Kind of like college, sororities and fraternities, where people say certain ones are better, and then you got the debates between both of them. It's well, I'd rather not deal with that shit if I was ever in college. And in high school for that matter, but whatever. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with the level of enthusiasm really, Dan? Enthusiasm about literature. So Dan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Once again, for some reason this freaking character lines up with me. I don't really read too often. Though the few times that I do read a good book, I would literally be invested. But it takes specific things in a book to keep me hooked. I don't really have a favorite genre of a book, but I don't know. It's weird. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Oh, yep, I would have probably said the same thing. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once and never again. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. I wouldn't give myself that much credit. She might as well be having a conversation with air. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. There you go. That's usually how good books are, period. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eye darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Oh, getting a little flirt. So you're it's sidles, right? Whatever. Sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you show them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Accurate. That's some deep stuff right there. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them for each other, or with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Blood bond! Isn't that right, Dan? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Okay, that was a little bit too blunt. So Yuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, yeah, you got guilt tripped, bruh. I would have just gave up and just said, you know what, fine, I'll join. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Dan, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. Pretty much, you lost. You gotta take this L. You about to join this club. You should have just said no. Once you walk in the door, it's over. You got girls surrounding you, giving you cupcakes, giving you tea. You can't freaking decline them now. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sawyer wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Oh god. Okay. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Dan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Damn it, my freaking throat's dry, dude. I should have expected this from a visual novel. There's gonna be a lot of reading. Freaking struggling over here. Anyway. Hey Dan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. One? Okay. Alright. No, I didn't mean that, okay? Your boy's not a player, but I also am an avid player of the strategy of don't put all your eggs in one basket. Gotta go around, man. Put your word out there. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, I'm actually writing a poem. Hold up. Can we save here? There's quick saves. I've never played a game like this, so... Alright, what we got? Crimson Clouds Blanket... Wait, are we actually writing a poem? Does it actually have to make sense? Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Clouds... Oh, I'm just picking words, I guess? I like these words. Yeah, I'm just gonna, let's see. We don't even need to think about it. I'm just gonna go into it. Clouds, breathe. Sunny. Daydreaming, yep, definitely. With, together. With the sunset. We're watching rainbows, and it's heaven sent because we're in nature, and when we're in nature, I tend to hope that I'll find someone to give me a promise that they'll be my dream girl forever, eventually until we get to marriage, and then we won't have any anger. We'll be my treasure because, you know, Bruno Mars's Treasure is a great song. And there won't be any tears, only smiles and joy. And then eventually will be passion. And I'll have their heart and it'll be, shit. Fuck. My vibe, man, my vibe. Oh yeah, it's only in my imagination because I wish that my destiny would be great. Okay, it's the best poem. Best poem. Hi again, Dan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. I'm committed. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Suri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Whoa! 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 Violet! Calm down. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki, if I'm just so stuck with saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plots back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Dan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Dad can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that's mean it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She's not! I love that whole shy act. It's not even an act. I like girls that act like shy and timid, but will warm up to you eventually. That's just me, because it's kind of relatable in a way. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? Guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Oh my god, actually, I just got freaking flashbacks to freaking yesterday. I had 2 kids running around here, and they kept wanting me to play this cupcake game with them. It's like this flash game making cupcakes. Good lord, freaking flashbacks. Good memories, though. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes.